Chapter 8 The TED Talk. Months after embracing the CoBot revolution, Mr. Stevens found himself in the most unexpected of places, on the stage of a TED conference, preparing to give a talk that would inspire educators around the world. As the auditorium lights dimmed, Mr. Stevens took a deep breath and stepped up to the microphone. The hushed crowd waited with bated breath, their faces illuminated by the soft glow of anticipation. Good evening, everyone. I stand before you today not just as an educator, but as an advocate for a revolution in education. A revolution that has the power to transform how we teach, learn, and grow as human beings. Mr. Stevens began by sharing his journey of discovering CoBot website and how it had revolutionized his classroom. He spoke of his partnership with Sarah, the Personalized Learning Facilitator, and the incredible insights provided by the CoBots. He recounted the story of the water cycle lesson and how it had evolved into a breathtaking virtual reality experience for his students. My students were no longer passive observers in their education, he said, his voice filled with passion. They became explorers, scientists, and collaborators, all thanks to the power of CoBots. As Mr. Stevens spoke, images and videos from his classroom filled the screen behind him. The audience gasped in wonder as they witnessed the transformation that had taken place in Mr. Stevens' classroom. It was clear that this was no ordinary teaching method. It was a true revolution in education. But this education doesn't stop at the classroom door, Mr. Stevens continued. CoBots have the potential to empower educators, students, and communities around the globe. They can break down barriers, foster collaboration, and ignite a lifelong love of learning in all of us. As his talk reached a crescendo, Mr. Stevens issued a challenge to his fellow educators. I urge you to join me in embracing the CoBot revolution. Together, we can create a future where every student is empowered to reach their full potential, and where education is a force for change, innovation, and progress. The auditorium erupted in applause as Mr. Stevens took his final bow. As he stepped off the stage, he knew that he had not only shared his own story, but had become a part of something much larger, a movement that would reshape education for generations to come. End of Chapter 8, The TED Talk.